If you're hosting an etch and catch catalytic converter marketing event and you want to engrave over 200 vehicles in a single event with minimal staffing, stop using a Dremel tool or stylus and hand engraving each plate into individual vehicles. I have a solution to engrave a full VIN number in about 30 seconds per vehicle, so stay tuned and I'll show you how. Hi, I'm Jeff from jlmarking.com, and I'd like to show you a product that will allow for fast and efficient catalytic converter marking. I'm a detective with a large agency and worked in law enforcement for over 20 years. During that time, I've seen a huge increase in catalytic converter thefts. Between the pandemic and recent world events, mining and production problems have caused shortages in platinum metals that are used in catalytic converters and reduce emissions in modern vehicles. These precious metals have increased to crazy amounts in recent years. For example, rhodium has increased from $640 an ounce in 2017 to an incredible amount, nearly $30,000 an ounce at the end of 21. This dramatic increase explains the rise in thefts. The National Insurance Crime Bureau reports a 12 times increase in the thefts between 2019 and 2021, and those are already outdated numbers. My personal reports show a much higher amount. Suspects are stealing the catalytic converters and selling them on the black market to underground recyclers, who have learned how to extract the platinum, palladium, and rhodium from the stolen exhaust components. Even though there's a very small amount of these platinum metals in each converter, the amount is so high that the catalytic converters are worth hundreds of dollars once refined. This isn't little Johnny stealing a car battery for $20 to support his daily drug habit. This is being run by nationwide and international organized crime who sell it on a global market. And the brazen and aggressive gang thugs working at their direction are stealing these, and that's what's affected us on a daily basis. A typical Prius catalytic converter replacement costs insurance companies' owners around $3,500 to repair at the end of the day. So let's look at the numbers just for one catalytic converter replacement. $2,500 for an OEM CAT, an O2 sensor which is likely stolen, installation, rental car, deductible, time and replacement, and availability. So $3,500 is a very realistic average number. And as far as availability, Toyota and others are pretty easy to come by because they're well supplied with replacement parts. But many vehicles are in such short supply that it can be months on back order. It's a perfect storm of shortages for commercial fleets, school buses, motorhomes, all that have been taken out of service for weeks because of these thefts. Oftentimes, thieves go through storage yards and cut off all the exhaust components of an entire fleet, causing huge financial disaster for the businesses and surrounding affected customers. As a cop, I personally responded to a large auto distributor who had over 40 vehicles taken out of service in one night from a few suspects that were seen on security cameras using creepers, sliding under each vehicle and cutting catalytic converters one by one as they moved through the entire fleet of vehicles during the night. Not only is there a huge loss of stolen parts, but a catastrophic loss to the business and the interruption in their operation has a financial ripple effect that's massive for all of us. So the purpose of marking catalytic converters. Now, just like security cameras, alarms, and Ring doorbells, simply marking your exhaust components doesn't immediately prevent thieves from stealing catalytic converters. But this effort is one part of a program that aids investigators and prosecutors with workable information that helps convict suspects with the goal to reduce these crimes in the long run. The scenario is a hardworking cop makes a traffic stop at 3 a.m. in the morning, and the guys in the car are discovered with catalytic converters in the back seat of their vehicle. A car jack, sawzalls, saw blades, all this in the middle of the night with no legitimate reason. Hopefully cops can find a VIN number on the stolen stuff to confirm a victim. Additionally, the recovered items can be traced back to victim and returned, saving thousands of dollars to consumers and insurance companies. The recovered catalytic converter and components can usually be taken to your local muffler shop and quickly re-welded onto your car for a small fee. I started jlmarking.com as a solution to mark exhaust components as efficiently as possible. This project started about 2 years ago when I reached out to a company that designs machines for engraving hardened metals for inspection and tracing primarily in the aerospace industry. While working with the manufacturer, we developed a complete line that allows us to scan and engrave a vehicle's full 17-digit VIN number in about 30 seconds. We designed a complete kit that includes a wireless marking machine and tablet with a camera that allows you to scan the VIN number from the barcode in the vehicle's door jamb, and it instantly uploads it to the machine, or you can manually enter it if the numbers and barcode isn't available. The standard batteries allow for a proven platform that's easily replaced if needed in the future. The robust design of the marking machine is designed to be used on industrial assembly lines on a daily basis. The machines are not cheap, but they're an industrial quality product that will last and allow us to mark cost effectively for years. I recently had a meeting with the chief of a major law enforcement agency, and one of the questions was the cost of our machine. The chief himself brought up a valid point, and they discussed that in one marking event, they spent nearly $3,500 in officer overtime to mark 30 cars by hand with numerous people involved. Only 30 cars. With our system, we can mark 25 to 30 cars an hour. With a single machine and 2 sets of portable ramps, we can mark 140 to 250 vehicles in the same amount of time with a few guys at a fraction of the cost. One person to mark, one person to scan, and a couple to move cars on ramps for the customers. Our machine's cost will be recovered in one event if you did the same math, and that's just one event. Law enforcement and civic marking events such as Etch and Catch, where they're engraving these catalytic converters, often utilize automotive businesses and tow companies with lifts and tow trucks to raise the vehicles for marking. And someone uses a Dremel tool or stylus to etch a license plate into the catalytic converter from underneath the vehicle. This is painfully slow and inefficient. The license plate numbers often change during sales, and the hand engraving is subject to error and legibility. I know firsthand how miserable it is to be marking cars by hand with a Dremel, and I can barely read my own handwriting with a pencil at the desk, let alone using a rotary engraver or stylus upside down in a hurry underneath a hot car, and that's how I got here. Once I got the fast scanning and marking established, I found out that most of the time-consuming aspects of the marking was literally raising the vehicles on lifts and moving them around. So as a solution, I made a large set of wooden ramps that have found them much easier and much faster. Ramps allow us to be portable, they're scalable, they don't have to tie up a business for a Saturday morning event and interrupt their business. We can set up ramps in empty parking lots such as a school, a police station, civic areas that don't disrupt traffic flows or businesses in the surrounding areas. Or it can be the opposite. It can be used to bring traffic to a certain business, such as a dealership, a special event, car washes, and service centers. I'll add a link below for a video of how I designed a portable wooden ramp, and that's worked well from everything from low-profile vehicles all the way to full-size motorhomes. Now, this marking machine can be used to mark all kinds of equipment, not just cars. We've used it for marking landscaping equipment that's commonly stolen. We add serial numbers, phone numbers, just about anything that needs to be traced, we can have your solution on this machine. Please reach out to us at jailmarking.com for contact information and to follow us on social media for further videos. And if you liked our content on this, please stand by, watch for further videos as we improve this video making side of it, and we catch up a little bit here. So please stay tuned.